Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
How much poop can I fit in there? Mass times volume divided by shape. C volume and shape, size, and mass. Did I eat corn last night? Cheese. It must contain cheese.
Pringles. Once Pop plops, he just can't stop.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it.
Bolsheviks.
No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop that came from me, I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
What's up, savages? Welcome to another episode of Grunt Speak that actually is live from the lair. Now, today's video is a continuation of the No Kings protest stuff. Now, we went into this already once, but they did it again. And we now have the receipts. Who's paying for it? Where the money's coming from, who's involved, and guess what? The government has visibility on this as well. This is straight up sedition. And I'm getting sick and tired of us as the government looking the other way. We need to start setting some examples on these individuals, because this is ridiculous. Now, I get it. There's people out there who have TDS and they hate Trump no matter what. I got it. I understand. I don't agree with 100% of what he does either, okay? I'm on the side that maths, where the numbers work. I'm not on the side of passing laws based on feelings and giving away free shit based on feelings, because nothing in this world is fucking free. At all. That's the side I'm on. Now, what I have seen this country go through in the past 20 years is absolutely mind-boggling. We had Obama get elected, a junior senator picked out of a hat with a trans wife partner, and they literally flaunted it under all of our noses, and I bet you 10-1 that the same people who bankrolled that are bankrolling what's happening now with this No Kings bullshit and all of the other protests. Because they're not changing their method, their modus operandi. You can see the same patterns. These guys are ultra morons, straight up retarded. Yeah, I said the R word because it applies here. All right, Battle Dwarf, let's get this going.
Somebody made a really good point in the chat. At least these No Kings rallies have gotten more middle-aged fat woman up and walking than Jenny Craig ever did.
Going in the book. I like that.
I have to scroll back to see who said that, but it was definitely one of our viewers. I'm not going to troll through the chat. Is flowing nicely this evening. We have a nicely flowing chat. That feels a little off, but what are you going to do? Look, this is fucking comedic, okay? This is the second iteration of this whole No Kings thing, and what chafes my ass about this is they're after a guy who was duly elected by the people on a mandate of removing illegal aliens from the country, so he is carrying out the will of the people. And they're complaining about Kings when they wanted to install Kamala, who was anointed as the successor to Biden.
There was no primary for her.
No, she was just anointed.
They violated their own rules. They're supposed to have a primary, and they jumped over it. And nobody said shit about it, including the mainstream media, because the same billionaires have bought and paid for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But this whole No Kangs thing is, I mean, let me bring the notepad up.
Do it. Oh, hang on. All right. If you want a copy of our notes, send us an email. We will forward them to you.
Yeah, this one's bad, guys.
We don't do anything in secret. We'll hand it off to you. I mean, it's not a big deal.
I want to show you just how much there is on this fucking thing, because as I was compiling, and this was on the day of No Kangs, I sat down and did all of this over the space of like
4 or 5
about
hours.
4 or 5 hours.
44 hours, 4 or 5 hours.
On, and I've been going through it and editing this damn thing for days now.
This might be a hard liquor night.
This could very well be a liquor hard night. I mean, a hard liquor night.
Liquor hard night?
Yeah. It's it was bad. It was really bad. Chrome tabs, where are we? So as Pop said at the beginning of the show, we did this on October 25th, and I've got the link to that show. We'll share that with you guys. Jimmy should have put in the links. But see this chart here that shows all of the companies that kicked money, including the communist parties, circled in red there vigorously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All of those companies there, they're the ones that donated to the No Kings on the on October 25th, or prior to that. I think it was like 3 days before that. Here's the list of money, and it is almost exactly the same. They raised something like $23 million this time around for these demonstrations. I could be wrong. It could be higher. But there's a way to know all of that. Let's see where we are with that here. There's just so much here that it's a hard time keeping track of it all. Sorry. Just bear with me for just a fucking second.
It's okay.
You're all familiar with Data Republican, right?
Yeah, she's a wizard.
She is the wizard of data.
Stand by. She's a sorceress.
She is a sorceress.
All right, we'll go with that. She's
a sorceress. I'm going to clip this clip and play it for her on X, I think. Anyway, she put together a whole list of, and it's at datarepublican.com/no-kings. So it's very easy to find and look at. And holy ass balls, the sedition that's going on here. And it's everybody you would think it is. Action Network, Act Up the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, Albuquerque Teachers Federation. There's tons of teachers, tons of unions. Look at all the fucking unions in here.
Yep.
One after another. And what these are is just fronts for communist cells.
Commies.
It's all fucking communists. And
so
it's
hang on a minute. I got a story.
By billionaires.
Hang on. I'm going to just interject real quickly.
Okay.
All right. I have some experience with the local unions, the big three here in Michigan.
Okay.
All right. When I worked for Chase Manhattan Bank as a mortgage broker.
Oh, right.
I developed some relationships with the local unions. We had all kinds of programs for the unions, rebates and discounts, free appraisals, whatever, when they wanted to buy houses and stuff. I got invited to a UAW meeting, and there was like 1,600 people there. And they literally stood up and were like holding hands and like going on about communism. In the fucking, like right there. I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Yes.
And I got to see that. I mean, I wasn't in the union, but at this time, I mean, I was in the fucking, Michigan National Guard. I was in the, I was still in, 12th Group Special Forces.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck did I just see?
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're communists. All of them. They're dyed-in-the-wool fucking communists. Every last
now, don't get me wrong.
Yep.
Do I think the unions have a place? To an extent, yes. But they have way too much power. There's too much organized crime in there. They're easily influenced, obviously, because we're seeing what's happening.
Well, here's the fucking kicker with the unions, though. Okay, everybody knows Michigan was a mob state that was comparable to or more hardcore than Chicago and Capone's unit or the Jersey guys or the New York mob or any of that.
New York.
Now, when the FBI started breaking those up in the late 70s, early 80s, those guys didn't just take their toys and go away and go sulk and cry. They put on union shirts. They got elected. And they just legalized all of their crime. They went legit. That's what they're doing now. Now, the thing is, the communists also were in those unions, so they formed this sort of unholy alliance with the mob guys. The mob guys provide the money, and the communists provide the insurrection. And that's what we're seeing now. That's what this whole no kings thing is about. It has nothing to do with the king. They know perfectly well that we don't have a king. If we had a king, you'd just round them all up and have them executed.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either, but here's the thing, though, is
it's like in Thailand. If you insult the king in Thailand, guess what? You're going to jail. You're probably going to get raped every day in jail for 10 years.
Well, that's a little extreme, but
I know that's real though. That's what happens.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is there are outside powers, throwing money at this. There are people within our own fucking country who want the country to fail.
Yes.
And they have no idea what will happen when that takes place.
No, they have no plan for that. All they know is they want
No.
the U.S. to fall.
Because I'm going to
their
be
whole
honest. I mean, if the United States government collapses, I can tell you right now, those useful idiots, they're not going to get protected. The cops aren't coming. Firefighters aren't coming. There's no ambulance.
Yep.
And there are
Don't
a bunch
run
of
to me for help.
vegan scientists who don't want to have guns. They're done.
Yes.
They're done. And they don't seem to realize what will happen.
Yep. Yeah. It's if all of that kicked off and everything collapsed, and I woke up one morning to find 10 people sitting in my front yard. 2 of them are farmers, 2 of them are mechanics, 1 of them is a teacher, 1 of them is a baker, and 3 of them are lawyers. Guess what? I'm shooting the lawyers.
They're gone.
I make no bones about it. In a collapsed society scenario, you no longer have any purpose. And
Well, you got to bring something to the table.
Yeah. Yep. You're a threat. You have a built-in attitude. You have a built-in sense of entitlement. And I'm not even going to pretend to try to deal with you. I'm going to put you down.
Or just say, get the fuck out of here. Somebody else can deal with you. You're not my problem.
No,
Be
because
gone.
they'll come back with more of them.
Well,
They're good. They're good at weaseling. In a scenario that drastic, and I'm talking total apocalypse, freaking day after tomorrow or whatever, like total collapse of society kind of thing. Like if shit happens and there's a couple of riots, no, I'm not going to go around shooting people. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm talking about total freaking government collapse.
I'm not feeding
You
them.
don't have any choice with that. Yeah,
I'm not going to feed them. I'm not going to put them to the sword, but I'm not going to feed them, and I'm going to tell them to get the fuck out of here.
You're nicer than I am. I am not nice. I am not a nice person.
Well, I mean, it all depends. If they get desperate and do stupid shit, then, it is what it is.
I already know they're going to get desperate and do stupid shit because I've seen them do it in civilized society. That's
Correct.
why I came to that decision. Okay, if they can walk into a school board and scream about children really need to look at trans books, then in a civilized society, what are they going to do in a breakdown?
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, let's get on with this here because
you know what? Hang on a minute. Hang on. This might actually be a good future show. Apocalyptic scenarios and actions taken.
Because there's a lot of opinions, a lot of people
Yes.
have different theories on how that goes. I will reiterate my entire goal in life is to be left alone to raise my chickens. That's it. That's all I want to do. Just leave me alone. Anyway, so one of the things that came out of this whole no Kangs thing is in line with the Jenny Craig joke is all of the nursing homes opened up. There was a tragic accident where dozens of injuries were reported after a multi-scooter pileup.
I saw that one. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Boston, Massachusetts, dozens of significant injuries have been reported at the No Kings rally today after a multi-scooter pileup at the protests across Tremont Street. Nearby trauma centers were reportedly inundated with patients who had suffered from broken hips and femurs due to the collision. Right. Area hospitals were also dealing with a massive wave of rallygoers suffering various levels of bowel and urinary incontinence.
Nice.
I had to start with that one because that is really what this rally was all the fuck about.
A huge diaper tsunami.
Yes, a huge diaper tsunami. And one of the problems, hang on, we're having the shoestring budget technical difficulty going on here real quick, but there, I've got it handled now. Alongside of the jokes and the wheelchairs and the old people that were coming out, one of the things that happens is these people really start to feel free to speak their mind. This is what I'm talking about when I say there are certain specific types of people in a collapse scenario that you've got to get rid of.
We got to grab a gun. We got to turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents got to get shot and wiped out.
There you have it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to be honest. You can't have people like that around.
No.
You can't. I mean,
There
that's
are-
straight up All right. Now, I've been accused of being an agitator because I'm against feminism. I'm against communism. I speak facts. I bring up the stats and the studies.
Yeah.
But you have never, ever, like, hear me crying for direct violence.
No.
All right. Now, I've alluded to certain things during a two-way rifle range.
Yeah.
But so has the entire nation.
Yes. You'll note that every time I bring up violence, it's conditional. There has to be some major agitating factor that's going to get me to use violence, period. I'm not just going to randomly go out there and start smoking people. I don't like federal orange, and I'm allergic to prison loaf.
Yes. Yeah.
So it would take a collapse of society where I am forced to defend my property and my people. That's about where I am. That's about it would take for me to start capping heads.
Yeah, I got it.
But along with, you got the wheelchair, so you get the comedy there, and then you've got the obvious. I mean, you and I both spent some time in South America. You spent a lot more than I did. The thing with the cultures down there is they really view violence as a way of solving things. So
because it is, actually.
Yes.
It is the ultimate problem solver.
Yes, but they're not afraid to use it. Americans have become very squeamish.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is once it gets to that point, that squeamishness goes away, then it's fucking game, set, match.
Yeah, ask 2 world wars what happens when the Americans get rolling on that stuff. Anyway, the South Americans are prone to violence, and there is a certain segment of our own population that comprises roughly 5.6%, which has a low threshold for decision-making and will resort to violence very quickly.
You're talking about the sub-90 IQ people?
Might be, yeah. And it's sub-80 in many cases. They're prone to violence, they just are. So when you get situations like this, you get violence. But then you get the really absurd shit like...
Ooh.
Unions, charities, politicians, celebrity backers, and one of the people that's going to be performing on the stage I'm joined by now is singer Billy Bragg. Look, Billy, this was formed in response at the end of last year to the Unite the Kingdom marches, wasn't it?
It's a No Kings March in England, which specifically has a
kings.
king.
Well, they have kings, and they have all of the...
and then they've got lords and barons and ladies and the whole 9 yards.
All of the weird titles that we don't even understand what that shit is.
I'm into that kind of stuff, and I still don't know what all of the titles are. I have a vague idea of the larger ones.
Nobody can ever... I'm an American, and I have a hard time when people try to explain to me the difference between a baron and an earl.
Yes.
Who fucking knows, man?
I'm not entirely sure what any of that stuff is myself, but we're going to rotate back to the whole... Oh, please stop.
Are you fucking shit up?
Yeah, no, I'm not. The browser is doing its thing where it likes to...
Disconnect sound?
Not disconnect the sound, but not respond to trying to pause the...
yes.
Yeah, the video at all. Now, as all of this is going on, you have to realize that there's a lot of prep for this. These signs don't come from nowhere. Billionaires have to pay for them. They have to be trucked in. U-Hauls have to be rented by billionaires to pay for communist activities. This is what the funny thing for me here is it's Karl Marx writ large. Okay. Karl Marx never worked a day in his life. He was a fat slob who fathered 7 children, 4 of whom died, 1 of whom he ignored completely. The other 2 ignored him. He lived off of his wife's inheritance for most of his life, and then sponged off of Frederick Engels as much as he could. So this whole No Kings thing is funded by billionaires, and it's like watching Karl Marx in action. Because they never do anything themselves. They just take a bunch of money and then walk around talking shit like Karl Marx did.
Like Bernie Sanders?
Bernie Sanders is a wonderful example. Bernie Sanders is a modern Karl Marx, except he liked to write bad pornography in hippie communes, is my understanding.
Oh, you got to have skills.
Got to have skills. So prior to the No Kings marches, how does all this stuff get made? Well,
Yeah, turn that down.
yeah, I got it. Do you notice anything about this crowd?
They're
Except
old.
for her, and she looks very confused.
She's in her 40s.
Yeah.
Or late 30s. The rest of them are oldie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're coloring with markers. And look at the look on her face. There's a lot of Thorazine there.
Or they're lost in the sauce.
I mean, yeah. It's just like...
See, that's one of the things that really annoyed me when I went to visit my mother, like the last year of her life.
Right.
Is my mother, when she first went in there, she was fairly lucid.
Okay.
And as the months went by, you look at her face, and it started to look like all of the other fucking people in there.
I hate to say this to you, bro, but they were warehousing your mother.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
They were chemically warehousing your mother.
Well, I don't know. I mean, she was starting to show signs of dementia when she went in there, and that environment is not conducive to that. So.
No, it is not. It just straight up exacerbates.
Yeah, my grandmother did the same shit the last year of her life. She went. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, that's fucking ugly. So,
but the thing is you can get these old people. They're very compliant. You know, yes, a lot of them, very few of them actually have, top level intellect anymore. And you literally put stuff in front of them, give them the markers, and go, just, this is what we want. Here's an example on the wall, just copy it. And they'll be more than happy to do it.
Yeah.
It's shameful, but it's absolutely true.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. They want to feel included. They want to feel needed. They want to feel not forgotten in many cases, is what I've experienced over the years.
Yes.
Frankly, put a cape on me, put me in my wheelchair, take me to the top of a tall building and tell me I could fly.
And that's it?
And I'll be good. But the people that are causing all of this chaos, the No King stuff, and especially the media and the politicians who are backing all of this. By the way, if you're an elected politician and you're backing this No King stuff, you might want to look into your oath of office and your oath to the Constitution and your oath to the people of the United States of America.
But we don't actually punish people for violating oaths anymore.
We really need to.
We need to go back to that.
We really need to. And it can be as simple as... there's the curb, have a seat. I'm fine with that. They never get another job beyond dog catcher or Walmart greeter. I'm fine with that. You break your oath, you're done. It's like a felony or a freaking bad conduct discharge.
Yeah, okay. I'm cool with bad contact discharge.
Treat it like.
Well, the thing is, in civilized society, if you can't honor your word, go fuck yourself. Why should anyone interact with you ever again?
Well, that's my point entirely. Treat it like a freaking dishonorable discharge.
Yeah.
With everything that goes with it. If you get pulled from office on oath violations, dishonorable discharge. I mean, that is what a dishonorable discharge is to begin with. You violated an oath.
Yep. So, back in the day, didn't they tar and feather those people?
I know, but that's frowned upon these days. I actually took a Twitter strike for suggesting that and fought it. And I'm like, it's something nobody does anymore. Why are you giving me a strike for something nobody does anymore? They're like, it's hate speech. 12 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Banhammer.
I got bounced off Facebook for a month for some bullshit.
Yeah. So the people that are backing all of this No Kings shit, I want to remind you of what they did during the lockdowns. Mm-hmm. This is the Venice Beach skate park. I recognize this place. Okay. To keep people from skateboarding because my disease was so bad.
Uh-huh.
They're literally plowing in a skate park.
Uh-huh.
To prevent people from having fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. The No Kings people are the same ones that wanted to throw anyone who refused a vaccine into a concentration camp.
Mm-hmm. And did in some countries.
Yes.
Happened in Australia. Mm-hmm. Absolutely happened in Australia.
and they forced the vaccine, and to be honest with you, all of that shit in regards to the vax and all of the crap, especially in the military,
right?
The military is never going to recover from that. That's why they just raised the age of enlistment to 42.
42. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That is.
I mean, if you want a volunteer army, the last thing you should be doing is treating them like fucking guinea pigs.
Yeah.
There's just no respect for that, and I don't blame. I cannot recommend anyone go in the military unless they have no other option.
Now, I pulled up a series of headlines to demonstrate something here with the media in particular that shows you just how bad the media has gotten. Huge crowds gather nationwide for third No King's Day protests. We've wrapped up our live updates on the third iteration of No King's demonstrations across the country. You can scroll through the updates to relive Saturday's developments as they happened. And it goes through, and there's all this prose and nice speech about these. The media is all for these demonstrations. They're not reporting on them. This is not reporting. This is praise. This is fellatio with a pen.
Okay.
These journalists are fellating these No Kings protesters. Period. That's what this is. You are blowing them. Full stop.
Yep.
And it's like, what on earth has gotten into you? And it's the same thing Fox 2 in Detroit. For the third time since last summer, millions of people are expected to hit the streets for another set of No Kings rallies across the country, with several planned across southeast Michigan. See all of the rallies here. And
here's the thing.
I have never seen such a willingness to perform oral sex on an entire crowd.
Well, the thing is, if there was this many people at the No Kings in Detroit, I'm close enough that you would see the traffic patterns.
Right.
And that didn't
They weren't
happen.
there.
They weren't there.
A couple hundred. It was a couple hundred.
Yeah.
It was really just a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Reuters anti-Trump rallies hit thousands of U.S. cities for No King's protest. It was not thousands. There might have been. Okay. I'll give you 1,000 towns and cities had anywhere from 1 to a couple of hundred people.
Yeah. The hardcore idiots.
Because there's an idiot in every city. There's an idiot looking to be part of the protest in every city.
In every city.
There's always one. Okay, and they're mostly window lickers, but over 3,200 events planned across all 50 states. I know that didn't happen. Organizers expect more protests in smaller communities this time. Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 people in our town too. There were like 2 people out on the street corner. Everybody was blowing by them and flipping them off.
Yeah. I mean, they had it here in Warren, and maybe there was 180 people.
Right. The New York Times, I'm not even giving them the click on this one. I just snagged the link and took it right to archive. I'm like, fuck you, New York Times. What we know about Saturday's No King protest. Thousands of demonstrations against the Trump administration are scheduled to take place in cities and towns across the country on Saturday. And what's this author's name? Pooja Salhotra? What the fuck?
She's Indian.
I don't care.
She's a dot head.
More than 3,000 No Kings demonstrations are scheduled across the country on Saturday to condemn an array of President Trump's policies. Blobbity, 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 blobbity. It's like, why are they so anxious? Why is the media so against us? Wait, I know why this one is. This is
hang on. All right.
This is NPR.
Stand by. All right.
Standing by.
So one of the main reasons the media is and the TDS has been pumped up so badly is because the billionaires are not controlling the president.
Yes.
That's exactly why. They are not controlling President
I
Trump.
honestly think it is a big part of it because he can't be purchased. He already has money.
Yes.
And they do not like that. Note that people like AOC, who was a bad bartender in a bad bar in New York.
Scratchy teeth.
Note that she now has a $22 million net worth. Okay.
Sounds to me like some Bolsheviks have been giving her money.
There has some Bolsheviking going on.
Bolsheviking. That's going in the book.
Yeah.
Bolsheviks. Drink.
We get people who get upset when we use the word Bolshevik.
Really?
They're like, oh yeah, you're talking about Jewish people. And I'm like, no, not really. I'm talking about the people who fit that billing.
Wait, you've had people say that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and a couple guys like, I will never watch your stuff again because you're against the Jewish. I'm not against Jewish people. I'm not against
the Bolsheviks
Muslims.
were the Bolsheviks. The Bolsheviks did what they did.
Yeah.
It so happens
that some of them were Jewish. If you
that Lev Bronstein was the guy who created the Bolshevik movement,
which is in the history books.
Am I not supposed to talk about the fact that he created a movement that killed 60 to 100 million people simply because he's Jewish?
No. Way
more than fuck out of here.
Way more than 60 to 100 million
on the first pass.
Oh, okay,
that was the first pass.
Yeah, you're right.
After the Red October Revolution.
Yeah, the Death Printer's first pass.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Am I not supposed to talk about him simply because he's Jewish? Get the average people fuck out of here.
We don't do that. We just tell you the truth.
A big part of my childhood in Detroit was going to the Oak Park Deli, which was owned by two Jewish brothers. I love that place, and those guys are the greatest people fucking ever. Okay.
Where was the Oak Park Deli?
It was on Greenfield, I want to say.
I've been to that one a few times. Yeah, I remember that place. Yeah.
Their sandwiches were like this thick.
Yeah.
And you're a teenage boy, and you can get the sandwich for $4.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It's not that. And if you have a problem with a murderous asshole who killed hundreds of millions of people simply because he was Jewish, you've got your head screwed on backwards, buddy.
Correct.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you that
facts are facts. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, we're going to tell you the truth here. And a lot of, most of the stuff we talk about comes right out of history books when we're going to go back in time.
What are you going to do? The guy's name was Lev Bronstein. That's Trotsky, by the way, for those of you who haven't put that together yet.
Didn't he get ice picked to death?
He was ice picked to death. Stalin had him assassinated in Mexico in a bar.
That is not a good way to go.
No.
I'm just going to tell you right now. Be getting ice picked.
This exact same ideology, Trotsky's exact same ideology, is what's driving the No Kings rallies. The one that we covered back in October and the one that happened just this past weekend. Okay, this is the same people. This is the same Bolsheviks. Everything is identical. We've covered this on like a dozen shows. It's part of why I keep saying, I told you so. We told you so. We've done dozens of shows on this shit. And still nobody will call them out for sedition and treason and all of that good stuff. It's just absolutely freaking madcap. Now, this one shouldn't surprise anybody. NPR. Everybody knows NPR is the champagne socialists. This is the blue-haired women who went to college in the 60s, all sitting around in their tea rooms at the Whitney in Detroit, talking about how great socialism is and wasn't it wonderful back in the 60s, and writing articles at No Kings rallies. Anti-Trump protesters speak out against ICE cruelty and the Iran war. Protesters took to the streets in cities across the U.S. on Saturday to oppose the policies of President Trump.
And they keep wearing these like red things like,
oh God, yes,
The Handmaid's Tale.
The Handmaid's. It's a bad book written by a Canadian.
But here's the thing, though. Yes, it is a bad book. But this is how mentally weak these women are.
Yes,
like they are so mentally weak. People tell them, hey, this is what's really happening. They can't research it themselves. They don't look around and go, well, it's not happening here. They just believe it, put on these fucking stupid costumes, and march around town like go fuck yourself.
I have had several discussions with people who believe a lot of this stuff. Unfortunately, one of them is my own child. It's very difficult because as a single father, I had to fight against all of my sisters, my mother, a couple of my aunts, all of her friends, all of my daughter's friends, all of my daughter's education system for her whole freaking life. And there wasn't, I didn't have the time or resources to fight back against all of that stuff. So I'll try to have discussions with her about this. We actually tried to have a discussion about the No Kings thing. And all she did was look up a headline and read the headline. Look up a headline and read the headline. And I would tell her, go to here and look through this. The stock answer is, I don't have to. I already know.
That's the beginning of the cult mentality.
Yes, they just dismiss it. I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to look up facts. I have an MSNBC headline right here. Then you get shit like this. This is USA Today, which is a blatantly communist rag, almost by admission. They write communist stuff all the time. When and where are the No Kings protests happening? Rally locations and more. This isn't just glowing prose for the events. This is outright support. This is outright support. They're telling you where all of the rallies are. Mm-hmm. Where is the flagship No Kings protest? Why do organizers call No Kings the largest U.S. protest? What Atlanta locations are hosting No Kings protests? This is not just prose that is praise. This is active support by a syndicated media organization. And ladies and gentlemen, that is open sedition.
Correct. It is.
Now, a lot of people, and I had a couple of people come at me with this, the U.S. Code 2384 is the section. It says, attempting to overthrow the U.S. government by force. And everybody wants to interpret the word force as only one thing, violence. It's not. You can use force of will. You can use coercion. You can use bribery. You can use blackmail. You can use any number of other pressures that don't involve violence. Those are still force. My mother forced me to eat my dinner.
They are getting away with it on a technicality.
They're creating a technicality.
No,
it's called a semantic argument.
That's it. That's what the progressives and liberals do. Is
Yes.
They change the meanings of words. So that's not what it means. It really means this,
Right.
but it's
Now,
all the same bullshit.
They will either try to change the meaning of a word, like gender, which is a grammatical term, or they will isolate the meaning of a word, like force, and confine it only to physical violence, which if you look at a dictionary, clearly does not mean. So, well, not solely mean, but it's just freaking
insane in the memory.
It is really, 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 really bad. I've got more data Republican stuff there. I want to find this guy first because we have something else that we have to do as well.
Should I move?
We have it. Not just yet. We have a special episode tonight. We have a special episode. We've got a repurposing, if you will. But an ex-CIA operative caught running No Kings protests while raking in $15 million in secret no-bid government contracts. A former CIA officer, Stephen A. Cash, is quietly helping orchestrate No Kings version 3. Now, we all talk about the deep state. They run a 340-member intelligence community network called the Steady State. And I actually had these guys come at me when I called them out on X. They actually came at me, and I'm like, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. That's bad for you. At any rate, these guys, the Steady State, they're real. Look them up. The Steady State is the actual deep state, and it's exactly what we've been talking about. It's unelected, high-level bureaucrats that carefully orchestrate shit behind the curtains, make sure that this person gets hired, make sure that this person gets fired, make sure this person doesn't even get fucking looked at. Make sure only this person gets listened to. Make sure this person never gets listened to.
Yep.
The deep state, the Steady State, does all of these things. And it's a conglomerate. It's like Spectre. And now we've got 340 in the U.S. They've also got them in England, France, Germany. And they have this. It's like Spectre from James Bond.
Yeah.
It's almost identical in structure and intent. So let's have a listen to this clown real fast.
Well, one is for a while, Soviet Union. not fascist, communist, but in all respect as authoritarian. Slobodan Milosevic in Serbia in the late 90s, which I do think is a great model for Americans to be looking at, where he is apparently iron grip on power, using all the mechanisms that we're seeing President Trump use right
This
now,
guy's a moron.
are were basically destroyed by an alliance, an unlikely alliance of students and unions.
He's
and
talking
coal
about color
miners,
revolutions,
and even some police, old
which
ladies
we did a show on.
in public housing, businessmen all work together to accomplish that with almost no violence. It can happen. Stephanie, again, I think you mentioned the movie Bringing Down a Dictator previously. I haven't watched it yet, but plan to.
We showed
It's
that.
on YouTube. It's free.
Yep.
It's around 55 minutes long. It's a documentary about the fall of Milosevic. It's sort of a how-to in some ways. It does end in a march on the Capitol building to keep a election going. So there's a certain amount of confusion there when you watch it. But it's inspiring. It focuses on a group called Atpor, which was a student-run organization that galvanized the country, along with others, but also put pressure on all of those strange bedfellows to get together and do something. It's also narrated by Martin Sheen, so if you're a West Wing fan, you'll enjoy it.
Right from the start, the revolution consultants follow a specific strategy, a strategy developed by the Serbian organization Otpor. This organization mobilized millions of...
This is 340 U.S. former intelligence personnel showing people how to do color revolutions, and they're aiming at the United States of America. This is seditious conspiracy.
Yep.
Which is also a separate crime beyond sedition itself. This is absolutely seditious conspiracy. And we're just letting this shit slide.
It's very aggravating.
It's extremely aggravating. There's going to come what I mean in the same line as the stuff we deal with the child support and divorce courts and all of that stuff, and we keep saying someday somebody's going to push somebody too far. It's the same with this. One of these days, somebody's going to get pushed too far.
Yeah.
Which is why I advocate heavily for people to get involved in local politics, because that's where the swamp starts. That's the feeder streams.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's the feeder streams. Town council, city council, county commissions. Get involved in all of that shit. That's where the feeder streams start. Because if you can control a county commission, you control who gets chosen for the electorate in your state, and then you start to be able to control who gets the Senate slot or the congressman slot for the federal government from your state. You can do this. This is what they're doing. This is exactly what they're doing to us.
So flip the script on them, huh?
It is exactly correct.
We can actually do a show called Flip the Script.
We can do that. I'm totally down for that.
I got to write that down.
Write that one down. Actually, here, let me pull up the here, reach over here, Tuesday show topics, add page.
Flip the script.
Flip the...
I'm going to give the briefing. All right, everybody. Redonkulous.com has been demonetized beyond all rhyme and reason. We pull in roughly 10 to 25% of what we used to at our heyday. We've been shadow banned. We have people getting unsubbed at record numbers. Roughly 250 to 500 people a month are unsubbed from the channel. They don't even know it. So please hit the subscribe and the bell icon. And any money that you donate on Super Chats or Cash App goes a long way to keep this thing rolling forward. We're up to 588 people saved from suicide using logic, comedy, and reason. I don't think there's any other shows on mainstream or on big tech that does this mission, and it needs to be done. There isn't a family in the West that hasn't tasted the bitter fruit of suicide, either directly or indirectly.
Fact.
Meaning attempted or successful.
Yep.
And just think, 588 individuals are still here because of our efforts with the show. Okay. That's 588 coffins that I stole from, funeral directors. That's 588 funerals they're not going to get paid for. That's 588 families that don't have to live for decades after the event, wondering if they could have done anything, why they didn't see it. The regret and the shame of this is just monumental.
Yeah.
And it is happening at breakneck speed. You don't hear anything about it. It's one of those things where like, oh, well, it's happening, but we'll just ignore it. Well, we don't do that here.
No.
All right. So please, in advance, any little bit you send in goes a long way. And you want me to move to the other room?
Yeah, do that there. Do that
Moving.
thing there. Oh, Roger. I'm going to flip you guys over to here for a second. I'm going to share this tab instead. Remove him real quick. Look, some of the organizations that are feeding this stuff, you've got indivisible.org, Join the No Kings Mass Call. These guys are constantly funding communist efforts, and they're part of the feeders. And we got Pop back up here. So tonight we're going to do something a little more amusing. Why is it just got dark in there?
God damn it. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I adjusted it. Whatever. Shoestring budget.
Shoestring budget. Okay, so look, here's the deal. We had so many cities to choose from. I've got 40 or 50 links to 40 or 50 different cities. Actually, I got about 100 different links to 40 or 50 different cities that we decided we're going to repurpose the Wheels of Woe tonight and let the Wheels of Woe select where we get to go. So spin that wheel, Maestro.
All right. We are spinning the vagina wheel.
We'll just use that one. That's a good one to use, considering who most of the protesters were.
Vagina.
God.
What do we got here? Number 1.
Okay. We will go to that tab there. Tonight we have, for your viewing pleasure, North Carolina, Mountbatten, North Carolina. Watch the crowd.
It's not a superhero that's going to come to save us, right? It's us. We are the people we've been waiting for. Normal people showing up, speaking out, making it clear that we actually...
Okay, so I want to tell you a little bit about this region. I did a little research on this particular one, okay? This is a mostly black community.
Uh-huh.
No, this is mostly black. Please watch the crowd. This is a mostly black community.
It's not a superhero that's going to come to save us, right? It's us. We are the people.
Did they import some people?
Yeah, they bust them all in.
Yeah.
It's all the nursing homes from like all around.
Again, compliant.
Yes.
They
There's something to do for the day. They're getting out. They're getting a little air. Everything's great. Okay, ignore any ones. Let's roll another one. We'll do like 5 of these because there's so many.
Okay.
It's abusive to do that to the audience.
The vagina wheel, yet again.
Yet again. This is the vagina and Geritol wheel tonight.
The Geritol wheel. Hey, man, I'm getting to that age where I got to take some Geritol.
Mm-hmm.
3.
2, 3. Oh, we've got a good one here. This is a good one. This is Chicago, and I actually have to turn the music down on this one first before I can.
Because we'll get jammed up.
We could get jammed up. I want to be certain. Now, this is an organic protest. People are just showing up to protest Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
See that there? See that there? See that enormous Constitution or Declaration of Independence that they're walking around with there?
Uh-huh.
Also see all the Mexican flags. That costs close to $80,000.
Yeah, those things are fucking expensive to make.
A banner that size, probably close to $80,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
and there's people out there. No, it's not, and that's not something you make overnight. That's like 3 weeks.
Yes, it's a special order.
Uh-huh. And they're going to use it one time.
It's going to take time. They're going to use it the one time.
Mm-hmm. Well.
And you can see it's clearly made of some sort of cloth. You've got people all around there holding it up. But I see multiple Mexican flags in the crowd and a lot of printed signs. You've got to the left center of the declaration, there is a printed sign there, and you can see a series of them throughout the audience. This is a heavily funded protest. I would bet you $3-4 million went into just the Chicago protest. Let's have number 3, Maestro.
Let's see.
So we've used numbers 1 and 3.
Yeah, this one's really going now.
No, you got a good spin on that one.
And that vagina is hot.
Woo! What? What happened?
11.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go to Philadelphia, PA, Stan. And let's talk to some people on the street. Oh, wait. We've got a young journalist walking around in Philadelphia, and watch the handler. You can see the handler. He's in his sunglasses and a red keffiyeh.
Long live the Intifada! Death to the Zionist entity! Death to America! And death
There's your handler right there. Watch. Uh-huh.
Which one?
Right there. That's the handler.
The one they're following him?
The one in the red hood.
Ah, okay.
So why are you guys blocking me? Why are you walking through the crowd? I'm not walking. You're not in the crowd.
So we need to actually get some counter protests here. Like, there's one thing, like if they're overpowering one guy, but if you roll deep and you show up there with 1,000 motherfuckers, good luck. Good luck.
These handlers, and note the black sunglasses. My guess is that's a marker. When we did the operations in DC back in 2020, we had specific things on clothing to identify each other that were obvious and part of our organization. But these guys use things like the black sunglasses here and the hood pulled up in a specific manner. You can see one guy right there, and then see the orange gloves there. That's a handler. And these guys are the ones who are actually paid money. They go around and make sure that guys like that reporter can't do anything.
Well, here's the thing.
That's their whole purpose.
We need to take our country back. We need to organize some counter protests.
Yes.
So when this shit is going on, you have just as many people there, if not more. Tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
This is just getting stupid.
Yeah,
I got a drink.
Somebody in the comments says he's 5'4", he's not a threat. You don't understand. That handler is not operating solo. There's 10 guys watching him. There's 10 more guys watching each of the 10 guys that are watching him. If you jump that guy's probably small on purpose. If you jump that guy, everybody's going to dogpile on your ass.
Yeah.
They put him there on purpose. It's the same reason they use women. It's the same reason they use women in a lot of cases as handlers.
Yeah.
So it's a setup.
Like I said, we need to have some counter protests.
Yeah, we really
people showing up to
get
stop this stuff. This is just getting out of hand.
Yeah,
it really is.
Do need to. Yeah. Let's do 2 more.
2 more.
That was the third one. Give me one more. And like I said, I could literally do this for about 3 hours tonight without batting an eye.
Yeah, we're not doing that though.
We're not going to subject you guys to that.
We're not going to subjugate you to that.
Okay, we got 1, 3, and 11.
10.
Well, that makes my life easier. Thank you very much. Now, here's a counterpoint to our lovely demonstrations in Chicago and Philadelphia and North Carolina. Let's go to West Palm Beach. That should be really anti-Trump, right? And look.
Take our country back!
No kings! No kings!
Hey!
Listen, and oh my God, that is just annoying. Yep.
Look at them.
Well, there isn't even that many of them.
No, there isn't. And wait.
you see what I see? I can't see it from here.
You can't see it from there? Yes, you can.
With the red sign?
They're protesting in front of a Target.
Ah!
They probably went in and got all of the freaking Saturday old people shoppers and said, hey, do you want to protest? From the Target.
No. All right, one more.
Oh, God.
One more?
In front of the Target. Yeah, one more. Okay, we have 1, 3, 10, and 11. Let's get one more.
Let's see what we got here.
There's one that I'm going to show that I am going to show, but
12.
well, look at that. 10, 11, 12. Making my life all kinds of nice and easy. Oh, this is a good one, though. This is West Hollywood, California. It is everything that you would expect. Let's get that up there for you all to. Somebody make her eat that whistle, please.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of this shit.
Welcome to the resistance.
There isn't even that many people. Yeah,
welcome to the resistance.
What are you going to resist with, morons?
His
soft,
so
fucking stupid.
His soft cowskin leather loafers.
Thank you to Lauren and her sister Debbie for bringing us all here.
Look how many there are out there. There's so many.
You know what I would love to see? I would love to see a wave of 10,000 patriots just come storming in there and just driving these sons of bitches out. This is some bullshit. It really is. This is just disgusting.
Here, former Mayor John Duran is also with us.
It's everything you would expect from West Hollywood, man. It's just absolutely everything you would expect. You can you can shut the wheels down for the night. I think we've had enough spinning of the wheels.
All right. I'm going to move to the other position, hit the pisser. I'll be right there in a few minutes. Moving.
Hey, moving.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple more that I do want to show, but these are for content rather than location.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one includes weirdos, but also has another incident of a handler. I want you to watch this behavior, because if you ever find yourself in one of these protests, you can see these people. They're very visible if you understand what you're looking for. They move through the crowd very deliberately. They interact only with people that they don't want there. And they're very careful to separate you from, if you're one of the people they don't want there, they're very careful to separate you from the main group so that you cannot begin to talk to them.
I gotta say, you're one of the freakiest trans people I've ever seen in my life.
Watch. Handler, right there.
One of the freakiest people I ever. Well, not as freaky as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just bullshit here. Like, I can't go to these things because I cannot. I'll run off at the mouth. Somebody will put their hands on me, and I'll go to jail.
Watch the handler intercede right here. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you spot them. And see the purple vest? That's probably what they're using at this particular event.
Mm-hmm.
And look at her face. Look how she's looking around. She knows she's supposed to be controlling the crowd. That's...
Yeah, this is starting to really make me angry.
That's behavior right there. Now, once he moves away from her, watch, she'll follow him for a certain distance, and then she will move back to the crowd.
Uh-huh. But the thing is,
go back. Yeah.
All right, if he showed up and had 15 people with him,
mm-hmm.
and there was 4 or 5 other dudes filming, and they all had 10 or 15 people with them,
that's happened on a couple of occasions.
They can't. You can't stop that.
No,
they'd be like, yeah, get out of the way.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Now, remember, we've been joking about the freaking mobility chairs and old people and all of that and pulling people out of Target and everything.
Yeah.
Well, it just so happens that we have an actual video of them going into nursing homes to pull these people out.
Okay.
This pisses me the fuck off.
Yep, I got you.
Uh-huh.
This pisses me the fuck off. These people are in their golden years. They just want to be left alone.
But here's another thing: is my mother was like really against Trump, and like all because of the media.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's what we discussed earlier.
Yeah, like I remember trying to explain to her, I'm like, you don't know what you're fucking talking about here, and I explained all the shit Biden did, and she was like, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, then they'll go look at a headline, and their brain will reset.
Yeah.
It's extremely long. This goes on for a full 2 minutes of just them emptying out the nursing home. And they just went in there, obviously gave them crowns and no king signs. And it's just extremely frustrating.
It is.
It's really, really, really frustrating. Why we tolerate this kind of behavior is utterly the fuck beyond me. Let's move on to one more. This one shouldn't really surprise anyone. You got to have some star power at these events, right?
I guess. Oh yeah. Fuck that guy.
Support this movement 150%.
Yeah.
But when the crowds are chanting "No Kings,"
read your notes, Bobby.
Hearing, as we all know,
read your notes, Bobby. Some actor, huh?
No Trump.
Yeah, look, it just disgusts me, man.
This guy's supposed to be one of our greatest actors.
Yeah.
This guy was a legend in his time. He was. I loved Robert De Niro movies. There's a bunch of Robert De Niro fucking movies that I like. But this slimy motherfucker who is unbelievably rich, he votes for Mamdani, and the second Mamdani hikes up taxes on the rich, he moves out.
Yeah, he leaves.
But he comes back for this protest.
Wow.
And he is one of many in Hollywood. This is the expected behavior in Hollywood. And this is supposed to be our entertainment? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yep.
These are the people that we allow to entertain us? What? How did it come to that? What happened? How did communism become such a rat's den of Hollywood?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first of all, you get a bunch of pedos.
Yeah.
All right. You got a bunch of trans people, a bunch of homosexuals who are not, how should we say, upstanding citizens of this country.
Yep.
They form a little community, and then they want to protect that community.
Yeah.
And then they start doing what you want to do, affecting local government. And then before you know it, they have the county.
That's exactly what they do.
Then they have the state.
That's exactly what they
And
do.
once they have that, we have the governor of Kamifornistan.
We can reverse that. You know what we need to do? We were both trained. You actually did the shit, and we did the supporting intelligence shit. The whole Pineland scenario.
Yeah.
We need to reverse engineer that for this without the shooty bits.
Okay.
Because there's a whole civil affairs portion of the whole Pineland scenario where you go in and win the hearts and minds and get people to do things.
I mean, well, I'm already doing that. I'm already doing that to stop suicide.
No, I know. I understand that.
Yeah, like when I was medically retired in 2018, but I'm still in the fight for hearts and minds.
I'm watching the chat blow up over here. How could communism get into Hollywood? Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, I baited that hook. I threw that into the water on purpose. We did a show on it. I explained how Hollywood ended up communist way back in 1921, I think it was. It was founded by fucking communists.
Oh my God.
Hollywood was founded by freaking communists. And I'm sure we're going to have a viewer swear to never watch us again because it just so happens that MGM and I think 20th Century were founded by communists who happen to be Jewish. Yep. It is what it is, man.
The history is what the history is.
It is what it is. If you're upset by that, maybe you're upset by the wrong fucking things because you should be upset by communism. Okay? And I'm not going to back down from that. And I don't care if you want to try to play your little card. It doesn't matter because communism bad, okay?
Yeah.
Communists are not people.
I don't know, man. There's got to be a way we could figure this out to put counter protests at all this shit because this is just stupid.
I agree. I wish I was a little younger and in better shape because I would be organizing some.
Yeah. Like I'm like
activities.
Today it's like it was what 70 degrees here today.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday it was like 30 something.
We're doing the pre-show. It was like 30 something, and today it was like 70. We're doing the pre-show. I flip on the camera and Pop's sitting there in a jacket. I'm like, no, really?
Yeah.
Old man much?
Yeah. I'm all achy and fucked up.
So now here's the problem. These protests are happening and nobody really challenges them. Like Pop and I said, there's none of us are out here protesting. A lot of you in the chats are saying the same thing. There's nobody counter protesting. We're not doing anything about this. You're right. And what's happening is now they're feeling free to escalate the violence. And what happens is you get scenes like this. And Portland is basically a communist city now.
Yes.
The law enforcement present there is token. It is a token law enforcement presence. This is what's going on. This is the ICE facility. They busted the doors.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to know what would really go a long way?
Note that they don't have the courage to storm it. Go a long way. What?
You have like 2 or 3 dozen officers on Clydesdales, and as soon as those gates open, they just run through the crowd. Fuck them.
Yeah, Fafo, you chose to be there and commit an act of violence and also a federal crime. You're getting trampled.
Uh-huh.
If you weren't there committing crimes, you would not be trampled. Period.
Yeah, and if there was counter protests there, they'd get in the way and say, "No, you're not doing that."
Well, you could do that also. That is another option.
Like
but
this,
in
all right,
Portland,
first of
they're
all,
blatantly kicking the gates in.
All right, I'm on the side that maths.
Yes.
All right, because shit ain't free.
Yes.
All of those people you see there have bought into the communist idea that, oh, yeah, there's going to be this utopia at the end of the rainbow where shit is free and nobody's under pressure. And, that's not how it fucking works. Every time it's been tried, it has failed with the cost of millions upon millions of people dead, starved, put to the sword, imprisoned, you name it.
One of the things that people fail to understand about communism, and socialism is just the gateway to communism. Democracy is the gateway to socialism. That's reality. Fucking deal with it, okay?
Uh-huh.
Communism isn't. Communism is not all of the workers having equal everything, okay? Communism, especially Trotskyite Bolshevik communism,
drink
is, thank you, Hey! Good timing, Jimmy.
He made it.
Perfect timing. Real Trotskyite communism is elites eating caviar in the amber room in the Tsar's palace while the farmers fucking starve to death in the fields.
Yep.
That's what communism is. Communism is Mao living in the emperor's villas while the farmers starve to death in the fields. That's communism. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your ethnic or religious background is. If you're a communist, you deserve a fucking body bag. And I won't back down from that. And if you don't like that because of some silly ass religious beliefs, go fuck yourself.
Well, the thing is that's where communism goes to.
That is what communism is. Mm-hmm. The leaders eat in the palaces that they burned or killed everybody in, like Tsar Nicholas and his family. And the peasants, the farmers, peasants, they starve in the field. That's what communism is every single time. There has never been a variant.
No, well, they'll look you in the face and go, that's because it wasn't done right. Go fuck yourself, God.
You know what? I'm actually going to correct myself here. There is one variant of communism which actually does work, okay? Mm-hmm. Small, rural, communal farms of a homogenous group with very like ideas, no more than 50 to 100 people. And that rural communist enclave must exist within a thriving capitalist society so that they have trade, commerce, and support.
Yes.
You can have communism on your farm. It will work on your farm. It can't go beyond there. Everybody dies.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody dies. Sorry. That's how it works.
It's fucking aggravating, man.
It is. It's really aggravating. As you can see, it sets me the actual fuck off. Some of these organizations, let's bring up a couple of these organizations here. Let's bring up Indivisible Action. This is one of the organizations that funds all of these things, and they're called Indivisible. Get involved, group support, resources about. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves. Leah Greenberg, Ezra Levin. I don't want to hear a fucking word out of any of you in the audience. There they are. This is a communist organization. What are you going to fucking do? Okay, take it up with them. Correct them. Set them on the straight path. Don't come at us. Okay, that's the kind of shit that's going on here. I didn't choose this because of that. Indivisible is one of the largest groups. Let's see here. Group support guide for new groups. How to use the guide. The guide for new groups is a 30, 60, 90-day plan that walks new Indivisible groups through their first 3 months of organizing. In the first 30 days, you get connected, meet your organizer, join training, set up your group structure, schedule your first meetings, and establish your communications and online presence. You know what this is? This is political commissar shit. This is stock communist structure. They assign you a political officer, you dumb fucks.
And you do what he says.
Yep. And they give you marching orders. And
kind of like signs. Yeah.
It is the asymmetric warfare, special warfare. One of the things that we go through, and I know you went through this on the pointy end of the stick part, but we went through it on the intelligence part of things. The Vietnamese structure for their cells with the Viet Cong were decentralized. Nobody ever knew who was in charge more than 2 steps up.
3.
Was it 3?
3.
Okay. Nobody knew more than 3 steps up. Or laterally. They might know a cell next door. Or 2 or 3 cells next door. But that's it. And that's how they kept everything quiet. And that's how they were so fucking effective. This is the exact same model.
Almost 90% of them were wiped out during the Tet Offensive. So they had to rebuild all of that shit.
Tell more.
Well, they all came up. Well, there was the plan. It went down to the cells, and then they got the OK sign. I don't remember what it was, and they all had their own different targets to attack, and it was very effective. in the beginning. And then once the American soldiers are like, all right. And once we got organized, we wiped them the fuck out.
I know how they did it. Would you like to know how they did
Yes,
it?
I like to know.
SIGINT.
Yep.
Because what we will do is camp on your fucking signal, that little tiny cell. We'll camp on their signal. We'll wait for them to talk to somebody up top. And we won't touch them either. And we'll wait for that guy up top to talk to somebody else.
Uh-huh.
And we'll go after that guy.
And then just leapfrogs.
That's how you get a structure like that.
But the Viet Cong were done for at least a couple years after that.
That's how we smoked that organization, though. But it requires a serious, dedicated SIGINT asset to go after something like that. You're talking about dealing in a regular society like this in America. That structure is very effective because nobody's camping on them and running SIGINT ops on them. Not that I know anybody who could do that.
To be honest with you, that's happening. There's no way we don't know who's behind this. There's no way. I'm sorry.
Half of the guys that are doing that shit right now are part of those operations, sadly.
Yes.
As I was getting out, we were starting to see them come in. I'm like, why isn't this guy court-martialed? Leave it alone, Sergeant. What? He's a socialist. He's told me he's a socialist. Why aren't you? Leave it alone, Sergeant.
Yep. Well, we'll see what happens.
So, yeah, there's that part. Okay, let's go over to the actual No Kings protest. Look at some of the sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this shit. Their unions, ACT TV, Action Aid,
ACLU.
American Atheists, ACLU, AFG, AFSCME. These are all companies that come to you for donations so they can help the poor people. Amnesty International, Americans United, Americans for Tax Fairness, Arab American Institute. There's a telling one. Atlanta, Democratic Socialists of America. Look at this. Look how many there are, first of all.
Yeah.
Every single one of these is a communist organization. All of them. Every fucking one of them. Look how many there are. And all of these are contributing money and material support.
In soldiers.
In soldiers.
Yep. They might not have guns, but if they're holding signs and doing all the soldier shit, that's what they are.
Guns are next.
When this goes dynamic, they just take the signs, they hand you rifles, and then you're off to the races.
Guns are next. Veterans for Peace, right there. Veterans for Peace dates back to the Vietnam War. I believe they were actually in Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Veterans for Peace is actually mentioned in Forrest Gump. White Rose Resistance, a blatant communist organization. They're just one after another. And this is just for the No Kings protests.
Yeah. This is fucking, yeah, this is fucked up.
Now, here's the thing. You could go to the Federal Elections Commission, and there are PACs. These are political action communities, kiddies. The No Kings PAC, total receipts, $2.5 million. Indivisible, I just showed you them. Total receipts, $6.2 million.
And here's the thing, is you can't really believe these numbers.
This is just what they report.
Yeah, this is just what they report.
This is just what they're reporting. This is just what they're reporting. And these organizations are pulling in this kind of money. Can you imagine if we pulled in $6.2 million?
Oh, dude. It would be on like Donkey Kong.
It would be, oh my God, that shit we could do. We would be so irritated.
I'd get a studio. I'd fucking start doing comedy videos. I'd piss off the world. It'd be glorious.
We would be dicks. We would straight up be dicks. But it would be great because we would be really good at what we did. So the No Kings financials have been released. Boy, was I off.
Uh-oh.
I said around $28 million. How about $294,487,641? Wow, what we could do with that.
That's $250 million.
Little over. It's a third of a billion. Really.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's closer to a third. We're going to round. Yeah, you're right.
This is what they were able to track down. This probably doesn't even count little hand donations.
Nope. Holy shit.
$294,487,641.
Holy smoking Joe Frazier.
Went into this. And you know it didn't go to those protesters in the streets.
No.
This all went to the top tier communists. This all went to further programs. And there were probably kickbacks to communists in other countries. So where is all of this shit coming from? Well, this guy's name is Neville Roy Singham. He's a billionaire, and he funds revolutions. Madeline Pendleton, who went on the Cuba convoy with the People's Forum Youth Brigade, casually explaining the new rules. Singham funding the ecosystem. He does fund some stuff. Also, who cares? So we have an actual video of this charming young communist who just came back from Cuba. Let's start with that.
Poisonous tree frog hair. Mm-hmm. Piercings in the nose.
Yeah. Blank stare, slack mouth.
Mm-hmm. Tattoos up the ass.
People's Forum is funded by a Chinese billionaire. You hear that about PSL a lot, and there is a Chinese billionaire who gives PSL some money sometimes. But the Chinese billionaire gives People's Forum a lot of money, and they posted a really funny thing about it back in 2021 that I want to show you. So they said, for months we've been the target of a campaign that alleges our funding comes from dark money. A few years ago, we met Roy Singham, a Marxist comrade who sold his company and donated most of his wealth to nonprofits that focus on political education, culture, and internationalism. It seems to bother some folks that we receive funding that furthers our anti-imperialist politics. It seems to bother them even more that our funder is also a staunch anti-imperialist whose work goes back to the Black Panthers and the LRBW in Detroit. Yeah, everybody always talks about this Chinese billionaire thing. So we're going to open this from the Black Agenda Report and learn about him really fast. The folks who make allegations against us are steeped in the worst kind of racism, believing somehow that our funding robs us of agency and self-determination. Roy follows in the footsteps of his father, Archie, a committed activist for national liberation. We've got that open too. Ultimately, our solidarity with the peoples and countries at the epicenter of the struggle against U.S. imperialism will not be moved by the racist allegations made by the people who loudly echo State Department and Pentagon discourse. So I thought this was really, really funny. Yeah, free Puerto Rico. We had Puerto Ricans on our delegation too, and we refer to them as their own country the whole time. So this is an article from 2021. This is about Roy Singham, right? This is a great article you can read if you want to learn more about the Chinese billionaire funding left-wing movements out here in the United States. He does fund some stuff. It's certainly not the sole source of most people's funding. And also, who cares? He's a leftist. He sold his company, he got rich, he wants to give all his money away, right? If fucking Cardi B was doing all of this for the Democratic Party, you'd be patting her on the back, right? Oh, Singham is the same. Yeah, he's the same guy that they say funds PSL. But PSL also, I know, is like member funded mostly. It's not like
bullshit.
They try to make it seem like the Chinese Communist Party is secretly running these like little campaigns out here. You know what I mean? I wish, first of all, that would be.
I know for a fact that that's what's going on.
Yes.
It's called the China Entrepreneur Club, and we've covered that.
We've covered it. I don't want to hear this bitch talk anymore.
I don't want to hear any more of it either.
I can't. Ooh.
Yeah, I took advantage of that to go through an email or two about audio problems. Apparently, some of our video audio is not having desirable levels. So we'll have the wizard look into that, see if we can find anything.
Shoestring budget,
man.
What can we do?
There you go. Anyway, this is the type of communist who, once her usefulness is at an end, once she's gone to all of the meetings, once she's gone to all of the demonstrations, once she's made all of her videos like this, and the communists get power,
you're done.
That upper tier, the Trotskyite upper tier, will round all of these people up, and they will be stood next to a deep, long trench, and they will be shot, period.
And listen, we're not being hyperbolic here.
No, that's what they did.
If you look at the history example, that's exactly what they fucking do. Because you can't, if you want to stay in power, you can't leave those people around because they know how to do the organizing to overthrow the top tier.
And they're willing to do the violence.
Yes.
The first thing you do is get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
Once you achieve power as a communist, the first thing you do is get rid of them. And that form of violence is very, very common with the, Jimmy, brace for it, Bolsheviks.
Drink.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
I'm surprised I haven't said that as many times tonight. There's so many opportunities to say.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I slid one in there. Moved it up real good. You didn't even hear it.
But here's the thing, though, okay?
Yeah.
Is one of the main reasons we have this problem is our education system has been hijacked from K through 12 in most of the college.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, nobody here in the West really has to hustle. They don't. Because you have big daddy government's going to give you WIC welfare, Section 8, whatever.
Yes.
So you don't have to like worry about starving. If you're sick, you go to the hospital and they have to give you medical care. They'll put it on your credit report, but so what? You're never going to pay that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Once they do overthrow the United States government, all of that's going to go away.
Yes.
And they're going to get the rude awakening like, wait a minute, shit's not free? Daddy government's is not here to ride to the rescue to give me free
I have to
shit.
Stand in line for bread?
Yeah, like, just good luck getting hospital care. I mean, it's going to get really bad.
Yeah.
Do you want to end up like Cuba? Because this is how you end up like Cuba.
That's how you wind up like Cuba.
Jimmy, you took the words right out of my mouth. That was what I was going to bring up about the medical care was Cuba.
And then we'll have the champagne socialist streamer retards over there throwing a big party and rock concerts, stealing the very last bit of your electricity, and you're gonna die because you supported stupid. Which is why I came up with the term "no sympathy for stupidity and no mercy for evil."
Before we move on to Super Chots this evening, I want to read for you Data Republican's post, which is in the links. You can get that, or you can just go to Data Republican's handle on X. Follow the money behind the No Kings rally. She's done an outstanding job. Launched an interactive open source map showing how your tax dollars flow to organizations involved in the No Kings rally. She tracked the funding from different federal sources to final recipients, prioritizing direct paths whenever possible. Most paths still went through donor-advised funds, or DAFs, the black box of the nonprofit world. This is where they put the money in the laundromat. This is the money going into the washing machine. Unfortunately, it's a common and opaque funding structure that deserves scrutiny. There you go, the washing machine. Explore it for yourself. Click on federal grant flow for any No Kings organization to open any visual flow chart, tracing dollars from origin to destination. Also, you can save any graph as an SVG and take it whenever you need it. I'll be updating the database as more EINs come in. If you have a group to investigate, send it to my email, says Data Republican, with an EIN. Let's shine a light on influence laundering. I was going to do one of my fancy maps tonight, and then Data Republican, literally as I cracked the program to do the map, I
did
looked
it for
over
you
on Twitter, and Data Republican had it all done already. I'm like, I'm just gonna give her the views.
That's fine.
So
well, I'm cool with that.
Again, all of the links for the show will be in the standard place. You can see them. Data Republican on Twitter. She's got her own website. I think it's just datarepublican.com. But yeah, go look at the shit she did, dude. You're gonna be so fucking mad. So many of your tax dollars fund ass raping communist go fuckers. It's not fun.
Yeah, and like they keep raising our taxes, but Like, they're using our own tax dollars against us. When are we going to fucking be able to audit all this shit? This is absolute bullshit.
Honestly, if the general populace, if 70% of the general populace just stopped paying taxes, one, there wouldn't be enough of them to arrest anybody. Two, the drain would hit so hard and so fast that they wouldn't have anybody to go arrest anybody.
Yeah. But, I mean, goddamn. That is just fucked up.
I'm just saying. Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy.
Do that thing.
That's right, baby. You know what time it is. It's super chat time. Time to get super funky.
Somebody did a really good AI Star Wars dub over with disco music yesterday, and it just made me want to go roller skating.
All right, stand by. Okay. So I saw a super chat here. They want to see a Pop and Blink dancing to Beyonce. That is not going to happen. I have already notified Blake that he was a naughty boy and went out of bounds with that one. I literally watched it. And I saw that. And I fell on the floor like, God damn it. I call him on the phone. I'm like, yeah, we have to have a little discussion about this.
Hey, Jimmy, do you have that?
No, don't play it. I'm serious.
I don't have that one because that one's in a special folder, though. But I do.
Is that a special folder?
I got 2 new videos from Billy Von Bond.
Ruh-roh! New videos.
Listen, man, I got a problem. I got a problem with that. That annoyed me. I don't know.
You're gonna be all right.
I'll get over it.
You'll be fine.
Everyone gets fucked with. Yeah, I know.
Nobody gets out alive.
Right. Move on.
Moving on. All right, we got 426 over on the YouBoob side. Over 300 likes. Yes, you guys did.
Oh,
yes.
Awesome. Keep it up.
Good number.
First one from Mazel Tov for 2 says, Pop, watch the movie After Armageddon on USB key.
Okay.
After Armageddon, that's a good one. Mazel Tov again says, men 16 to 35 leave the urban centers if you can.
That's right. They are nothing but a death zone. After when shit goes south, you're fucked.
What is it? 72 hours after societal collapse is when things start getting dynamic.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, you have 36 to 72 hours before shit gets really spicy.
Yay, fun. Not really. And Mazel Tov again, he's got the Snoopy meme. Communists aren't people, Charlie Brown.
It's dead nuts on, man.
When they're sitting on the door and on the dock says, Snoopy, what's the meaning of life? Communists aren't people, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Mazel Tov again says, how about a no dumb fucks protest? Hey, sign me up for that one.
Well, listen, we need to have somebody organizing the counter protests because this is just getting out of control.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, the handful of guys that are texting each other saying, hey, let's go fuck with them. Those are the guys that get the air horns blown in their ear, screamed and shouted at, attacked, and then they look at the police, and the police just shrug, and then they come and arrest you because you're the one causing the disturbance.
Yeah, until you show up with 1,000 guys.
Yeah, and then the
you have
cops are
1,000 dudes at your back. Listen, it's all fun and games until you show up with a fucking army. I'm just saying.
Someone's gonna get their ass kicked.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, but then the court system will go ahead and proud boy you and try to throw you in prison for 20 plus years when you weren't even at the freaking event.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
See what happens. Moving on, we got H Dizzle Network. Hey, what's happening there, bud? Howdy, Pop, Dwarf, and Jimmy. Please give me some singing pop. Hey, guess what?
All right.
Guess what? One of the new Billy Von Bond videos.
Oh no!
All right.
Catland, where broken hearts go when the dating apps ban them, where boxed wine is religion and the sofa is a kingdom. Catland.
That's so fucked up. The truth.
I really like that. I like that a lot. Where box wine is a religion and the sofa is a king's throne. Well played, Jimmy. Well played.
Well played. Well played.
Well done, Billy Von Baum.
Yep, Mazel Tov again. He's got a few in a row here. Says movie They Live, 1988.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, obviously.
That's a good one. The Mazel Tov again. The real gay Gestapo. These people would not set free.
That's correct. Oh. Yeah. If you're one of those trans freaks that's out of the crowd of these things,
You're done.
You're one of the first people going to the trench. Sorry, that's how communism works.
Yes.
Yep.
Because you are a threat to the uniformity of the state.
Yep. And I think Mazel Tov wants me to throw a little singing on this one. Bladder control to Major Pop.
Hey, look, I'm old. What do you want? I got to piss. It is what it is.
It is
what it is. Billy Von Baum, if you're out there listening, we need a bladder control to Major Pop song made.
Yeah.
Thank
Listen,
you.
I had 2 different surgeries on my prostate, bro. And listen, I just got to piss. It's just the way it is.
The Army fucked you in the ass so hard you could park a 113 in there.
Oh. Yeah. I'll never be happy and I'll never be free until I can fuck the Army like it fucked me.
And Mazel Tov again, he's continuing on with his donations. Thank you, good sir. Says these folks were told that there would be free beer.
Listen, there's no free ride.
Nope. And it looks like last one from Mazel Tov here for 5 says, and every one of them think that they will not be one of those people that suffer.
Mm-hmm. I'm different.
Yeah,
I'll be fine. No, you're not.
You're going to be one of the first ones to go.
Yeah.
It's literally the Zombieland 2 phrase. I like you, but you're going to die first.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's exactly correct.
El Snow's dropping 5 says, Battle Dwarf,
what?
Can you comment on Israel's Operation Grim Beeper? Can something similar be used for surveillance against enemies domestic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your cell phone can easily, like my phone before this one, I suspected was, fucked up with some similar to Pegasus software.
Oh, I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that kind of thing can be done. Control your small electronic devices.
Yep.
Most of you are not targets. Get over yourself. Most of you are not targets, but anybody who thinks they might possibly actually be, control your small electronic devices.
Well, the thing happened right after, the 2020 election when the FIBA came to talk to me.
Yeah.
And then my phone started acting all crazy and shit. And then I just, I did a factory reset, but I don't think that really did it. And then I just fucking got a new phone.
Yeah.
Make the Nokia brick phones great again.
Right.
And you can probably still hack into those probably somehow.
I want an old Bakelite hanging on the wall rotary phone with a fucking cord at this point.
Yeah, why not?
The 50-foot spiral cord on it?
That's right.
Hell yeah. Mazel Tov's back. He's got dropping 5 says, these people are globalists. They believe that the only government that will work is communism.
Yes. Yeah. Because communism worked the other couple of times it was tried.
Yeah, it works for those in power, not so
It does works for those in power. Great.
Yep.
And Mazel Tov says the difference between U.S. Section 8 and Communist Section 8.
I don't even know, man.
Not wrong.
U.S. Section 8 is housing. Communist Section 8 is a shallow grave.
That's pretty accurate.
Yep. And Plains Warrior, he's asking Pop and Blake dancing to Beyonce.
We're not doing that.
Now I have to see this video.
Check the text messages.
There's a snippet in the video that came out on Monday.
I see.
Because I was watching that and I was like, holy shit! I'll have to kill Blake for that one. You fucker.
You can't kill our wizard. We need him.
No. But you know what the thing is? He's been in this since the very beginning, so I can't really get mad.
He was a starving artist when you found him.
Yeah.
Unemployed in Greenland. Would anybody like a peanut?
Let's see. Mazel Tov again says, sounds like an awesome dystopian movie script.
Yeah.
You go. Wrong. We got our first We're not worthy from James Cloud here. You get one of these. I got to scroll up to my buttons here. Where's it at? I need to, if I can really rearrange this shit, man.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And he says, do you think they will draft 42-year-olds in this new
Yes.
stand with Iran?
Well, first of all, it starts off 18 to 26 is the primary window. Then 27 to 32, 33 to 35, and then once they run out of people, it can go all the way up to 60.
Yeah, that we'll start doing what Ukraine has been doing for the past 5 years.
Yeah, roll up on you. What are you doing? They throw you in a van. You're at the front.
Yep.
Russia does the same shit.
Yep. We got Pete Meyer here dropping 1999. Says BS. Play the Beyonce video.
We don't have it. We're not playing it. Sorry.
Got it, man. Sorry.
Sorry, not doing it. Watch the video that came out on Monday, motherfucker. Quit fucking with me, man. Love you, no homo, but you're a dick sometimes.
Looks like last two for Mazel Tov here. The youth are the future, so you must go.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they say.
Oh, and he's got an idea. Sell each view of the video for $1,000 per view.
No, we're not doing that. No,
we got standards, man.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Sorry, but I appreciate the suggestion.
How we doing over on the Rumblies over there? 2 downvotes.
Oh, really? Hang on. If you downvoted the video, send us a fucking email. Why? Come on, man. Jesus. We're big boys. We could take it.
Okay, over on the Rumblies, guy that I have known for a very long time, who is an outstanding rock musician, also does a cartoon strip called Stupid Tunes. Psychosity, you're in there listening. I can see you in the chat. Post a link to Stupid Tunes because it's right up our fucking alley. You will have a whole slew of new followers on Stupid Tunes. So post a fucking link. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
There it is. It's over in the Rumble. Yeah.
Psychosity. I'm going to steal that. I'm stealing that word.
He is an old rocker, and the guy is a fucking laugh riot. And Stupid Tunes is funny.
I'm stealing that word, psychosity.
That's fine.
Oh hell yeah!
It's going in.
I wanted to give him a free plug. I've known the guy for fucking years. He's an outstanding dude, and his shit is funny.
Well, you're entitled, man. Whatever.
There you go.
That's fine.
Carry
Next
on.
one.
First one comes from Mando. Says, anyone else think it would be fun to gaslight libtards into thinking April 1st is actually March 32nd?
Ooh.
There you go. Mando again says, Pop, if you went deep previously, are you going balls deep this time?
Rock.
To be honest, if I'm going to go deep, you always go to the balls. That's just the way it rolls.
Just the way it goes. Okay, we got one person who's admitting that they downvoted. Our favorite buddy, 68 Barracuda, downvote until we get a Hillary and Pop video. Hey, you know what?
No!
Just because it's part of the other Billy Von Bomb video that he sent me.
There we go.
Back here, Tara! You think you can just run? Finish the job!
I can't do it! Done!
You're not
I'm
walking
done.
away, soldier!
I'm not a
Get
soldier
back and
anymore!
Finish the job!
No, I'm not going back!
Terrence!
It's not a Hillary, but it's still pretty good.
Oh, God.
He chased you from the trailer park all the way to the base and off the base.
God damn you guys.
They'll do that too. The Dependopotamuses will stalk you onto the fucking base. I had to remove a Dependopotamus from the barracks once.
I like the word you use, skankpotamus.
Skankopotamus, yes.
Yeah.
That is before they become a Dependopotamus.
Yeah.
That is the larval stage of the Dependopotamus.
Yeah. And
Is
the
the
civilian
Skankopotamus.
version is a Wamalo.
Yeah. Correct. Yep.
There we got Lecoq saying, make kings great again.
Oh. I mean, we're to the point where we might just need one. We need to have what we need is a Decimus Maximus Meridius. We need somebody to take care of the empire until we find somebody who's suitable to run it.
I was thinking along the lines of like a King Baldwin.
Okay, I mean,
you know, minus the leprosy.
We need the crusade, though. We got to have the crusade.
Yes. And Two Gas says, "Hey, Pop, you hear about the new Texas Stock Exchange?"
No.
Yes, it's a true story.
Really?
Texas went "fuck you, New York" and started their own stock exchange.
Nice.
And a whole bunch of powerhouse companies immediately jumped on.
Good.
The New York Stock Exchange has now got a serious threat competitor.
Good. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, you want to play silly games? You're going to get some silly prizes. Go fuck yourself.
Yep. 68 Barracuda again says, "Make the King of Kings great again."
I'm
That's
cool
fair.
with that.
That's fair.
I'm fine with that. And G. Fontes says, "The top SEIU guy of the time was in Obama's White House well over 1,000 times and maybe more than 1,700. That's basically a weekly visit for 8 years."
That's correct.
Yep, pretty much. No, it's more than it's like twice a day for 8 years.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that distinctly. And those were, I would bet any money, planning sessions.
Yes. Yeah. You don't go there that many times to have cookies and milk.
Nobody has that kind of access to the White House.
Well, if Big Mike was there, I'm pretty sure they ate a hot dog or two.
Yeah, probably.
All right, New Vegas Badger, we got another We're Not Worthy here, or a thank you. You get one of these.
Thanks for your continued support.
All right.
New Vegas Badger dropping 50. "I wonder where all the professionally printed anti-ICE protest signs came from."
I'm sure
that would be fun to find out. One of the things I have always said is hit their staging areas. They have staging areas, and when they go do their little protests, they leave like 2 or 3 people behind, and that's it. It'd be a shame if they came back and found those people zip tied and everything gone.
Or you assault across the objective.
Yeah.
You gather all of their intel, throw it into garbage bags, goes back to the intel weenies to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Yep. If you want to know the actual physical buildings, just walk into any Office Depot, FedEx, Print Max, whatever the fuck you have, and just wear a Trump hat. That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
That's all they'll need, because just look at the stares, the glares, and, well, hopefully you don't walk back to your car with some sliced tires.
Oh, that's a point.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just saying, if you go into the lion's den, make sure to not wear the meat suit.
Hyenas, Jimmy. Hyenas. These are not
roll
lions.
deep. You got to roll deep.
Net Guy 1975 says, "Pop, speaking of direct violence, if I got you a picture of Hillary signed, would that earn me some direct violence from you?"
My violence days are over, man. Come on. I'm too old for that shit.
I don't know, man. You'd probably open it up and be like, "Motherfucker."
I am capable of oral violence still. No homo.
I'm really glad you put violence at the end of the oral there. Because
listen, I'm going to tell you,
close.
Like the last 4 years, I have aged physically off a cliff, man. So
you'll be fine.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Just drink the Jedi juice with your, cereal bowl of supplements. You'll live to be 87. You'll be fine.
All right, keep going.
All right, Mando then says the IQ of these no kings, only queens protesters ever reaches 80, they should sell.
Yeah.
Yep. Flashgator says, "What's up, my favorite backdoor drinkers?"
Whoa.
What does that mean? I don't want to know.
The only time I'm drinking in the back door is when I walk out the back door and sit on the porch.
That's about as backdoor as I'm willing to go. And I have a back porch.
That's the only back door I'm doing, man.
Yeah.
68 Barracuda says, "These people making the signs are just too stupid to even care about their legacy, their descendants' future, and long-term well-being. These mothers and fathers are not worth honoring."
Yes. Yeah. You're right.
You're not wrong.
And Lecoq says, "I want to thank Iran for eliminating most of our Middle East oil competition, shooting itself in the foot, and keeping the Strait of Hormuz closed so we can sell more of that Venezuela oil we just stole."
Well, here's the thing, though.
We didn't steal it.
We didn't steal shit.
We gave them the equipment to do the
Now, hang on.
action.
If Canada, the two provinces that produce oil for Canada, decide to separate from Canada, and even if it becomes states or not, it doesn't really matter. We will have first crack at their oil market, and then we have the oil deposits, in and around South America as well. We can literally put the Middle East out of fucking business.
Yes, it's all a sham. It's all a fucking three Monty card game. That we have plenty of oil. We have always had plenty of oil.
Yep.
Somebody brought up the Straits of Hormuz. I have to. This actually happened. One of the conservative podcasters went down into one of the No Kings protests and went up to a random girl in the crowd and said, "What's with all of the Straits of Hormuz protests? Telling you to pay attention to the Straits of Hormuz. Don't you think that's homophobic? Don't you think the gays of Hormuz also have a right to be heard?" And she says, "Yes."
I saw that video in my.
That's awesome.
And I just about fell out of my fucking chair. Jimmy, you saw that video too? Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
the gays of Hormuz, they have a right to be heard. It's like, oh my God.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, God. That's what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with.
At 68 Barracuda, he's got a couple in a row here. Says, first one, still angry about the vaccine shit. I could not afford to lose my job being the sole supporter of my mom and 7-year-old son. I want Count of Monte Cristo / Titus Andronicus levels of bloody vengeance.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
One of our members lost her father to that, and I lost one of my very best friends to that.
Mm-hmm.
To the fucking jab. Okay. So I have a real case of the ass. If I ever get a hold of one of those people, there is a long list of things that I will never write down on paper that I will do to those individuals.
I understand completely.
Yep. Let's see. Dwarf, you may, 68 Barracuda, Dwarf, you may want to look into what she did after college in Africa and for what agency.
Who?
I'm not sure who he's asking for, but he's asking to go visit Dwarfinance.
Oh, God.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright, live Dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight. With Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by, and Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, Dwarf and Nance, they've got it made, with laughter, love, and a living maid. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with Dwarf and Nance.
Classic. Lecoq coming in says, defend democracy. You aren't retard. We are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic.
Yeah, we are a federal republic technically, but yes,
Yep.
Same idea.
G Fontes coming back says, this guy's surname is Cash, and he has an NGO of 340 former intelligence community members to take down the Trump administration.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. 68 Barracuda says, damn it, King Dwarf. I'm running for a public office, 3.5 years on school board, now state senate. You fuckers in the chat, get to it. I can't do this shit alone.
You're not doing it alone. I do all kinds of things. I just do it behind closed doors. That sounded really gay. No homo.
All right. Next one.
Let's see here. Let me scroll down here, get past the duplicates I'm sure we're going to run into. Let's see. Mando says, small correction, Dwarf. De Niro was a legend in his own mind.
De Niro made some good movies.
He was a good actor.
I'm not going to argue about it. Robert De Niro made some good movies in his youth.
Yeah,
The
he was
guy
a good
is
actor.
Now a
yeah.
communist piece of shit, but he was a good actor in his day.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? You can milk anything with nipples. Fuck Ben Stiller also. Fuck him. He's a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Let's see. Count Chad the Impaler says, I firmly believe in the only good red is dead red. Not suggesting, of course, of action. Just saying.
I have to bring this up real quick. We've got a little lull there. Red Dawn, the movie, the opening scene where the paratroopers are landing in the yard at the high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch that scene again. There's something missing. What's missing?
I don't have
all of the paratroopers are jumping John Wayne. They're all jumping Hollywood. There are no rucks. There are no gun bags.
And they were American parachutes.
And they were dash 10s. Yeah.
They were dash 10s.
They were all jumping slick, every one of them. I saw that, now I watch it when it came out, and I'm like, oh, that's all crazy. Parachuters jumping into the... And now I watch it, I'm like, you're missing your gun bag, you're missing your ruck.
Mm-hmm.
And you caught the dash 10. I didn't catch that.
See, Mando says, of course, the gay clue is involved.
Yeah.
Shocker. Let's see. Mando again says, you would be dicks? I thought you already were. But then so am I.
Oh, yeah.
Take us to Bolshevikville, Jimmy.
Deployable inseminator carrier kit works off hydraulics.
That's right.
Yep. But you mentioned dicks, and you didn't say no homo.
Uh-oh.
We already played Bolshevikville, so sorry, Mando.
You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute.
Nice. All right.
Let's see here. Scrolling down. A lot of folks in the chat there. Alucard's got a request.
Come on, man.
He just wants to see a pistol.
Well, that keeps working.
Fuck off. Just fuck off, man.
It's funny. That's you know what? That's almost funnier than the freaking whole spiel because it still works.
It still pops in my nightmares.
It does. It does.
Yep.
That's great.
See, Tomahawk drop a 5 says, kids are over for dinner. Got to catch the replay. Snuck away for a minute. Throw you a few shekels. Hey.
Dude, enjoy it. Listen, we get it. It's not a big deal. Yep. Enjoy the time.
Yep. And Mando coming in says, I am fun with a chick named Perry. It's fun messaging with her because she is paranoid.
Paranoid. Huh. Okay. I like that.
I see what you did there.
I like it. It's like Marie Dar. Paranoid. It's going in the book, man.
It's a good thing she's not a spy. My name is Noid. Paranoid. How'd you know that?
I like it. How'd you know that?
Mighty Mouse Malibu drop a 10 says 10 in the bribery fund for the Beyonce video, or hey Bill. Ooh, excuse me. That snuck out on me.
That was a little satanic.
No. I had to release the demon there for a second. My bad.
All right. Jesus Christ, that was terrible.
All right. Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster coming in says, pop question. If these communists want a revolution, will they lose big time? Also, change out your toupee.
All right. First of all, I don't wear a toupee. I get it. All right. Civil wars and revolutions do not happen easily. You need to have, there's logistics, leadership, coordination. And to be honest, most of that stuff exists for people who are conservative because we understand how math works and nothing is free. In La La Land, where they think, kumbaya, they want to have this perfect world at the end, they're not prepared for that. They don't understand a lot of that shit. So it'll kick off and then they'll get their asses fucking kicked, get their heads kicked in. And a lot of people are going to be really pissed because there'll be a lot of damage and casualties. And historically speaking, we will get our pound of flesh. That's how that works.
Guys?
Yeah.
I got another email that strongly indicates that we may have yet another life. We're just waiting on a proper letter.
Yeah, we need to get, listen, we need to get those emails. We can't just.
No, yeah, I understand. I'm just saying. Okay. I just got a strong, the WSI's lit up on the board, man.
Do we have, I thought we have 2 more that we're reading on Thursday. I don't know.
We do.
Dude,
yes, we do.
They all blur together, which is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Up and Professor Blake wanted to play Singing Blake, but 68 Barracuda, forget Singing Pop. Play Hair Club for Pop commercial. I was going to play that one.
Damn it.
Well,
There appears to be a new video.
Is there a new one?
Not a new one. This one's an old one, but
okay.
I think we've only played it a couple times. Dwarf, don't kill me.
Ever wish you could grow your own wise little buddy? Check this out. The Battle Dwarf Chia Head. Soak it, spread the seeds, and in a few days...
Grow a beard, grow a friend, let the green begin. Wow, it's growing.
I just realized the most disturbing thing about that video is it sounds like Dave is narrating it.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh God, it does sound like Dave.
It does, doesn't it? That's disturbing.
Let's see.
I like being bald. I have no problem with being bald.
Next one we got Count Chad the Impaler says oral violence. Does that mean a cunning linguist who uses teeth?
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. Or it could be AOC. She's got those mule teeth, penis scratchers.
That's right.
Nay means nay.
Telephone pole debarkers.
Oh, that's good.
I've not heard that one before. Wow. All right, alley card coming in. We should, alley card saying we should release an angry moose at them just to see what happens.
That's mean, dude. That's mean. People, look, my dad was in the conservation service in Alaska in 1954. He had a photo of a moose chasing him and his buddy. They were in a boat on a river and they got too close to a baby moose, and the mama moose chased them down the river. It was running through the river behind their boat, and the nose of the moose is like this close to the camera.
Yeah, the murder horse.
They're bad news, dude.
They're like 8 feet tall at the shoulder.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
fucking
Yeah.
are
You
crazy.
could tell. You could tell.
Yeah, don't fuck
And
with
when
moose.
I was a little kid, that was like the scariest photo that ever existed, but I was a little kid, so.
Yep. 68 Barracuda says, who? AOC after college.
The telephone debarker, man. That I'm gonna commit that to memory. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse Malibu, he's got a request here. Hey, Pop.
Fuck you, man. God damn it.
Let's see. All right, that does it for the main chats on the Rumble side. There's going to be some sneaky bastards. I know that.
They're always sneaky bastards.
Always. We did have a few jump over on the YouTube side. Let me scroll back down to where they are. Let's see. You got James McLeod dropping 10 says, what's the probability of Army service members that's been kicked out 8 years being called back for this new kickoff?
I wouldn't return.
Well, yeah, you have no obligation to return.
Yep.
You have no obligation. So if they kick you out, there's nothing they can do to you.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say nothing. If it got bad enough, I'm sure they would figure something out. But yeah.
They'll guilt trip you.
Yep. We got Pete coming back with 5. Hey.
The running blowjob story. All right. Look, that woman was not that fat. Like you guys don't understand. Like in my day, in the early 90s, late 80s, full German was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
The full German of today is a refrigerator with a head on it. That's not. There were still curves and shit back then.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I, man? You guys just missed out, man. You just missed out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm the same generation as you, Pop. What concerns me is you said you guys just don't understand. She wasn't that fat, which is an indicator that she may have actually been slightly larger than that.
No. She was about 5'10", 180-ish.
How much paint did you have to scrape off the hull?
Not that much.
Well, I'm pretty sure Pop added a coat or two.
Listen, man, I was young. Things happen. What are you gonna do?
Man, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
The lasagna was good though.
Grenade duty is a thing. Carry on.
Yep. Mazel Tozel, he's dropping some song suggestions here. He's got Black Sabbath as Supernaut. That's a good one.
Mhm.
Led Zeppelin, 10 Years Gone. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Jethro Tull, Christmas Song. That's a good one.
The problem is we get dinged if we try to play any of that stuff.
Yeah, we can't play any of that shit.
Yeah. Anyone else still a little pissed off that fucking Jethro Tull won Metal Album of the Year over fucking Metallica?
Yeah. Jethro Tull is not metal.
I never
No.
paid attention to that. So
They're really good rock, but they are not metal.
No. I mean, you can't consider yourself a rock band if you play the fucking flute. But goddamn, that guy can play the flute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Let's go.
James McLeod coming to 5 says, all BS to the side. What do you think we are sending so many soldiers to Iran for, Pop?
Well, there are, one, Karg Island. There's one or two other islands that they could actually go after as well. But my gut is telling me there will be surgical raids along the shore to take care of some of these missile complexes, anti-ship missile complexes that Iran has built along the entire strait.
Yeah.
And you're going to, if you're going to do a raid like that, you need to come with some numbers for the security portion. But I mean, that is more than likely what's going to happen. And attack, when you do an attack, you actually seize and hold. When you do a raid, you isolate, you do what you got to do, and then you withdraw. So that's what I think is going to happen. You're going to see 5, 6, 8 raids that are, pretty substantial.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Uh-huh.
I would agree with that. Jimmy, the sneaky bastards are up to no good.
Yep, I know. We're just about through with the YouTube here. We got Mazel Tozel giving some more song suggestions. Molly Hatchet's Dreams. Not bad.
Okay.
Let's see. Train the Regiment and Administrative Warfare.
We can do that. We could do we could do like an administrative warfare course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We could.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you need to have some attorneys on your side to do a lot of the other stuff.
Yep. Mazel Tozel says, my father was sent to kick Dorothy Moulter off her land in the BWCA. After an NDE and talking with her, he told the feds to leave her alone.
Nice. I don't know who that is off the top of my head, but that sounds good. I should look into that. Email us and let me know what that means.
Yep, there you go. And last one from the YouTube side, Mazel Tozel says, AC/DC used bagpipes. Yep.
They did. That's a true story.
They did. And they are not from Scotland or anything. They are Australian.
That's true.
Those that don't know.
Yes. I also know how they got their name. They were practicing and they were looking for a name. And one of the band members' mothers looked at the back of her sewing machine and it said AC/DC on the back. And that's
pretty cool.
No, really, that's how they got their name.
Yeah, that's how they got their name, and everyone was thinking, "Oh my God, it's a satanic Christian." No, you fucking moron.
No, it's Mom's sewing machine.
Mom's
Sorry.
sewing machine. Yes.
Sorry.
Next one.
My back teeth are floating. Keep going.
Carrying on, Alley Card coming in and says, Kevin, your girlfriend called a succubus named Veronica. Puss tits, snot pockets.
Stop.
See, Mighty Mouse Malibu. AOC could pick up a sheet of aluminum foil off a flat piece of granite with those beaver cleaver log hogs of hers.
Log hogs, yeah. Telephone debarker.
That was funny. I almost spit my beer out. That was funny. Professor Blake coming in says, hey, Pop, AOC is waiting for you to give her a nice BJ and 2 back doors. Just asking for a friend.
You know what? I couldn't do it. She's just too nasty.
No. I prefer to, have my women to be good looking and intelligent. She is neither one of those things. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
Well, she's definitely not intelligent.
No.
She a few years ago, she was actually okay looking, but she just got a fucking ugly soul. And as you get older, that stuff is more important.
Yeah.
And I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're, as a sitting member of Congress, going out and saying white men are the problem in this country while you are also dating and apparently was pregnant to a white man, you could take every single one of your opinions, fuck off, bend over, and shove them up your ass.
All right, next one. Let's go.
Let's see here. Count Chad the Impaler says, I did a fat chick once in a threesome. I took a hit for the team so I can sleep with her cuter, thinner friend right after. When?
We understand how these things work. You don't have to explain to me. I get it. Next one.
Yeah. I'll give you.
Hey, gay sex of the witness. That's all I need to say.
As long as there was only 2 women involved and not another dude, homo suspicion points will not be assessed. That does it for the sneaky bastards over on the Rumble side. I'm pretty sure we'll have another couple come over.
All right.
Dark Mad Dog over on the MGTOW side. That's for Battle Dwarf. So,
what happened?
Oh, there he is.
Fuck off.
Dark Mad Dog says, Battle Dwarf, I am calling the tech wizards. I tried installing QU-S and OS to partition all my HDDs.
Yes.
It's very legal OS, but I am pretty iffy about Canada hate laws. My game is 100% legal because hate and shit. I installed it on HDD. It did stick thanks to Rufus, but once I put it in a PC I own, motherboard beeps, but the PC works because I did an HDD swap with Windows, no problem. I unwindowing my life to avoid spyware and legal stuff. Any tips? We'll rewatch later. Thanks.
Dude, I was SIGINT, yes, but everybody mistakes me for one of the new generation SIGINT guys. I was analog. I am the very last of the analog generation. I can build antennas all fucking day. I know how to work a kick in an ANCD. I know all of the old systems, ANTSQs, ANTLQs, and antenna theory. I am not a digital guru, but I can tell you that they can get into all of that stuff because I knew the guys that were coming in. I've talked about Carp a couple of times. The guys that were coming in who knew how to do all of that stuff. But I was not one of them. I am not digital. I am analog. Sorry.
There you go. Mick Tyronin says, once upon a time, when I worked at a big-time photography company into the mid-2000s, I used to listen to NPR thinking I was so enlightened.
Right.
Yes, every one of us were liberals. Now I realized I was had. I had been took. I was hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, and run amok.
Yeah. I quit watching them at the end of 2016 or listening to them. Fuck NPR.
Yep. Moisture Patrol Drop of 20 says, thanks for all the time you spent on research, Battle Dwarf.
Hey, man, it's what I do. I can't help it. I get sucked down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yep. And Mick Tyronin got 2 on the last one of MGTOW's here. Evening, gents. Why do you think boomers overlook Gen X as far as handing over the torch of power into the world?
I don't think the boomers overlooked anything. I don't think the boomers ever thought about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Listen, I'm glad I'm Gen X because, I have a very good outlook on the way the world is.
Mm-hmm.
Because, there was no safety net. Nobody gave a shit when you were a kid. You come back with the street lights come on.
Yep.
I remember getting told that during the Oakland County child killer fiasco.
Yes.
I'm like, Ma, there's a serial killer out there. Just come home when the street lights come on. Okay.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Huh?
Don't worry.
All right, and last one here on the MGTOW side is from Ronan. It says, guys, you got to show the video of the trans man lawyer freaking out in a courtroom for this Saturday or this Thursday.
Oh, that's a funny one.
I saw that.
We'll see if we can find that. We'll see if we can find that one.
It's so funny.
Let's add that on Thursday.
Yeah, that's got to be a Thursday one.
If it's a trans man, it is technically a woman behaving badly.
It is. That's true. That's true.
Boom! Ha ha ha!
Blake is on deck, but I can feed him some videos.
Okay. You're right.
There you go. All right, we had 11 watching over on the Odyssey. Mm-hmm. How are we doing over on the Twatter? I got a pick. Bring it up. My bad. We had...
Yeah, when you bring that up, when Generation X, when I was 16, I left home and nobody blinked. I just left home. Nope, nobody blinked. Nobody thought anything of it. Quit school, nobody blinked.
Mm.
That was Generation X.
Yep. Yeah, see, I was more of the beginning of the millennials, end of Gen X. I was still told to get the fuck out of the house, go play, get back when the lights came on.
Yep.
Don't start no shit and don't get in trouble.
Yep.
Go to school. That's the main three things that my dad told me.
Don't make me have to pick you up from the cop shop.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like we had one sneaky bastard on the YouTube side. Mazel Tov says, pegged NPR for the socialist bastards that they are in the 1980s.
Wow. Yeah, no, you're correct, but it was some time before I did that. I think it was the late 1990s for me.
Yeah.
Yep. Ali Cart says, seeing an AOC sing a song plays. It's called Ugly Girl. There you go.
Okay.
I'm an ugly girl in an ugly world.
All right. Next one.
Let's see. Looks like that is going to call it for a night there, gentlemen.
Well, let me check Cash Apps.
Yep, pull up Cash Apps.
Yes, sirree. Let's see what we got here.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to go grab a beer.
All right. I have 30 from Susie McCarley.
Thank you, Suze.
And she's saying 4 tar and feathers.
Okay.
Okay, I'm with you.
I'm in.
We got Justin Higginbottom, $10 support for the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We got Lynn Morrison for 10. No kings. That ruins my royal flush.
It does. It does. It would absolutely fuck up a royal flush.
We got Michael Ripley for 30. If we had a king, we would have no protesters.
That's a fact.
Absolutely correct. So hang on, we got one more here. We've got this is $50 from Lord Black Eagle.
Outstanding.
For justice for Paul. If you have the video, LOL. So I don't know if we have that one, but thank you very much. So
King Dwarf this.
So let's give him the thanks.
So gay. So gay. Really, really
So
gay.
Yeah.
Let me do one more quick look through. Nope, nothing else on the Rumble side. And Mazel Tov, dirty gash dirty. It's not your fault.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah.
Trip and fall on, penis 220 times, 5 times a week. It's going to get dirty.
Try to suck any dicks on your way out to the parking lot.
My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks in a row.
Clerks. Highly underrated movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. All right.
Is that it? That's it. So we need some final words from Kang Dwarf to Sequel.
Do that berserker thing, Silent Bob. Chicks love that. That's
Fair
it.
enough.
That's all I have.
Alrighty, Popster, you know what time it is.
All right, everybody. Safety brief from the retired first sergeant. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's never going to work out for you. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom. Take it with you or flush it down the toilet and watch it go all the way down. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches and child support does last 18 to 21 years depending upon the state you are in. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. Roll deep because times are getting tricky out there and there's always safety in numbers. And while you're out there, maintain your situational awareness because if you're going to be attacked, something in your environment will have changed. It's up to you to see it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you sons of bitches into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You need to play the long game. You have no idea what tomorrow holds for you, and it could literally change on a dime. You have to stay in the fight. And if everything else fails, just live out of motherfucking spite. And always remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you. For all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
There you go. And of course, you guys know me. The leftists, the retards, the Democrats, the Bolsheviks, drink. Well, we covered it here tonight. They use certain clothing to identify themselves. So you know what we need to do? We need to do what they do. Get yourself some merch. Get you a happy helmet. If you walking around and you see someone with a happy helmet and they give you the nod, they're part of the regiment. They know who you are and what you're at.
There you go.
We got one more Cash App from HKC Heidi for $2. Bolsheviks.
Hey, speaking of Bolsheviks,
my last little beer here.
look at that. Even get yourself a Bolsheviksville. Get you one of those.
All right.
It's outstanding.
And there you go, ladies and germs. That's us for for tonight on this Tuesday. The Captain may or may not be on Thursday. I'm pretty sure
He's on Thursday.
Yes.
All right, good.
We were talking earlier in the day.
Yeah.
All righty, ladies and germs. We will see you on Thursday with more hilarity and, well, a little more liver damage because we're probably going to make you drink.
Put off.
All right.